Hey guys, this is Mike coming at you today from Ep.1 Video Games with a new type of video we're going to do for you. A new old one.
New old.
Old new. You guys remember decades ago when we used to do Story Time with Mike? We started with the Atari, went all the way to the Wii. We had like 20 episodes telling you, hey, what was it like back in the day to own a Super Nintendo, or what was it like on the launch of the Genesis,
right.
Stuff like that. So what we're doing with these are going to be shorter versions, more like a little tidbits of, hey, what was it? Your top 3 favorite games on the Nintendo and why, or your worst 3 games on the Nintendo. So we're going to kind of go that route. But you know what? How we're going to start is where it all began for me in 1978 as a wee little boy of 8 years old. So
Space Invaders.
No, it was before. Well, Space Invaders probably just was about to come out, and there was a few things like the Pong machines and Computer Space or Space War, whatever you want to call it. They had some of those type machines, electromechanical games. I never saw them though. What I saw, the only thing I saw when you walked into a convenience store or maybe a grocery store, was pinball machines. That was everywhere when I was a kid. So that's what I gravitated toward. That's what I loved. My first love before arcades, because to me they didn't exist, was pinball machines. And just so happened, my parents worked at a little convenience store, kind of like a 7-Eleven.
Okay.
They had the best, you know what? They had the best chili dogs. They had slush puppies in there. They had little toys. I'd open up the package of Army Men and play with them, and then put them back in and then put them back on the shelf. So I got to run. I ran that place, right? They had ice cream you could scoop. I even ran the register once at 8 years old. Yeah, and I even gave the correct change. My dad told the guy, "Hey, did he give you the correct change back?" He goes, "Yep." So he might have not told him the truth, or I might have not gave him the right change back, and he just felt bad. But this place had 2 pinball machines in it. One was the Kiss pinball,
okay,
and the other was $6 Million Man.
Okay.
Which I loved both of those things when I was a kid. I collected Kiss cards. I had the little $6 Million Man.
Right.
You could look through his eyeball.
Which was the style at the time.
Yeah, and I loved the TV show, The $6 Million Man. I could not tell you one Kiss song at that age, but I knew every band member's name. And guess who my favorite band member out of Kiss was?
Probably Gene Simmons.
No, he scared me.
What, the Kitty?
Ace.
Oh, okay.
You know why though? I loved him. For some reason when I was a kid, I loved Silver so much.
Oh, okay.
He was Silver. He was lead guitar.
Gotcha.
And he was, I guess, Spaceman.
Right.
So I loved Ace Frehley at the time. But hey, let's get back to pinballs.
So you're playing their pinball machine.
Yeah. So I would I'd be at the convenience store, 2-3 days a week, because both my parents were there. Sometimes they'd throw me in the back if it was late, and I'd sleep on the paper bags,
Right.
that they had in the back stacked up.
Being a literal bag boy.
Yeah, I was. But I would play $6 Million Man all the time. I played Kiss, second. And back in '76, I think it was Susan B. Anthony, a $1 coin came out, which was almost the same size as a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put a Susan B. Anthony in a pinball machine back then, it would give you 5 plays instead of 4. So you got an extra play for that. And every now and then my dad would give me a Susan B. Anthony out of the register. He's probably stealing from the company there.
Did you have to paint the Susan B. Anthony red or anything like that?
Oh no, I drilled a hole in it and put a string on it. Got it back out. Hey, I wanted to do that so bad when I was a kid. I heard about it later, in the 80s you could do that. And then they put a little stopper thing so
right.
you couldn't pull it back out. But that was the big thing they did. It was a quarter with a string on it. Back to pinball.
Yep.
So,
were you any good at these?
Yes. I was great at $6 Million Man. Kiss one I was okay at, but I was really good at the $6 Million Man because I played it a lot, even though I was just 8. And they had a contest at the store. First prize for high score was $5. Second place was $2.50.
Nice.
I came in second.
Hey,
Number 2, 8 years old, all adult guys, no kids except for me was playing.
that's a lot of money then.
It was quite a bit. Hey, it got me another 2 Susan B. Anthony's and another 2 plays, so it was 10, 12 more plays
Nice.
that I could do, and all the hot dogs I could eat, chili dogs. So I love that machine. I almost bought one at the Arcade Expo about 6-7 years ago.
Ooh, the $1 million man.
It had $800 on it, and it was during the time when Billy Mitchell was there.
Oh,
and so
okay.
I went to a greet and meet and listened to Billy Mitchell, and by the time I came out to go look at the pinball machine again, it was sold.
Wow.
So I would have probably had bought it that day, the $6 million. It needed a little bit of work, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But I never got my $2.50.
Why not?
Because we were moving from Tennessee, where we live, and the contest was at to Texas.
Ugh.
And so I never collected. Dang it. But my dad probably stole so many Susan B. Anthony's, that's okay.
So, what is your favorite pinball machine of all time?
My favorite all time is Terminator 2 with a gun on it. That's my favorite one. I love that one. I'm not ever going to buy that. I'm not going to buy a pinball machine, but I do have a digital pinball. That's it's a TV screen, has a bunch of pinballs built in on it, and I'll play it on that sometimes if I want to get the experience. But yeah, you don't see T2 at places. I haven't actually played a T2 in a long time. I don't remember the last time I played one. But T2 is my most favorite pinball. What about yours?
Probably Taxi. I like Taxi, where you can pick up Marilyn Monroe, you can pick up Dracula and all these other pop culture characters.
I tell you, if it had a car on it, if it had any type of race car on it, I'd play it or something like that.
Hey, did you ever play that one dirt bike one where it went all the way up the ramp and then you could actually go up even higher up onto like the top part of the pinball machine?
No, I don't remember that one. What's the name of it?
I don't remember, but it was really cool. It was like this it was like 2 play fields in one.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Anyway.
But I like any type of pinball. I like the electromechanical. But my favorite ones though probably is the digital ones, the solid state ones, like the KISS ones, things like that. That's my favorite era because the pinball machine is pure.
Yep.
But with electronics, and you had better sound than say the '60s where it was kind of more electromechanical. I'll play those too. I like those. But my favorite is the solid state ones, with probably the late '70s to throughout the '80s. Those were my favorite, and then they got to be the graphics on them in the '90s, which I still like those.
What's your least favorite pinball machine, though?
I never liked the big wide ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I never liked those. I never would want to play those. And I don't really like those little bitty tiny ones, too much. That has a play screen on the forefront. I'll play anything. It doesn't matter. But yeah, hey, I'll even play these on the consoles. I love these guys. I would say they started, even on the, okay, the Atari 2600, straight up pinball. I would, if you play that now, which I still do from time to time, it's not that good, right? However you want to talk. But at the time, I played that game all the time. I played pinball on the Atari 2600. That was the first time I played any type of pinball on a console, was on the Atari. Love that one.
So where can you get all these pinball games at now, Mike?
Well, here at Player One, look, you could get KISS. And while we were doing this video, somebody Tim said somebody bought the KISS on the pinball machine on the PS1. Pinball, which is a great real arcade machine.
Very nice.
I love that one. You can have this Gottlieb collection. Which one is this? Williams,
yeah.
Yeah, we can do the Williams collection. And I tell you what, do we have high speed, or have we sold it on? Oh, I think we've sold it on there. That is a very underrated game.
I don't know. That's a whole lot of video games here at Mike.
On the NES, but yeah. Oh, maybe we have it in the box. Let's see. Do we have? Yeah. Here we go.
Hey.
Now this game right here, believe it or not, this high speed is the first pinball game on a console that the ball acts more realistic.
Okay.
It just doesn't drop and like a Pong machine or nothing. This one feels like it's weighty. It has weight. I really like this game a lot. It was really good. So if you never tried High Speed, which I had never tried High Speed until we opened the store. When it got traded in, then I played this pinball machine, this game here, and I loved it. And I had to take it home and keep it for myself. How much is that one? Slots? $38.99, no manual. So come by and pick that up if you're. No, don't pick that up. I want it. I don't have the box version. I might have to take this home. It might not be for sale, guys. So, and there's some really good pinball pinball games on the PC. Also out there, but they've gotten really good over the years, the pinball stuff on home consoles.
So again, Mike, where can we find these all at?
Oh, Player One Video Games in Friendswood, Texas. 281-992-GAME, that's 4263. So come on down, check it out, pick up some stuff down here. It'll be a great time.